That's right. Hey,
Yeah.
welcome everybody back to the DZMC Gaming Channel. We are going to do our first live streamed game, and our opponents. Actually, this is a custom game. I am teammates with Frisky Cow. You should have seen his YouTube videos as well. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to let you guys talk. We're playing against Air Dolphin 98, who was my duo team player in this year's duo tournament. We finished, I think, third or fourth. I don't think we ever had a semifinal game. So, but
We
we
had
did.
a we played the semifinal.
Oh, did we lose that?
Yeah, we lost the semifinal, but we did
Oh,
good.
so we finished fourth, and we got Shakey online. I've never had the pleasure of meeting Shakey, so nice to meet you, Shakey. And I think that's it.
Actually, you do know who I am. I am the one who has left comments under your video,
Oh, okay, okay.
which is also pretty hilarious. When you're like, I enjoy all the comments, and there's like, it's only my comment.
Yeah, there's like I've had like maybe 12 comments from all the videos I posted. There's like 12 total comments. It's crazy, and two of them were for
We're
my
we're
kids.
all small time in this community. It's okay.
Yeah, I didn't exactly pick the world's number one game to start YouTubing on,
Yeah, we're not Fortnite. It's okay.
but we're a niche community. I like that. I like that as well, though.
Turn one, there's really nothing to commentate on, so I don't think you're really talking over anybody. There's no
Right,
in-depth strategy to be had right here, because
right.
I mean, once you've gotten to gold, you kind of know what Russia's gonna do. Probably, they're probably not going to leave their submarine in Sea Zone 4 like they may have done about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, I would hope not. So I saw it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we get that one.
Okay.
oh, that's nasty.
That is that's pretty good.
I'm okay with this.
That's a little above average. That's about an average West Russia, but a
Yeah.
terrible
Oh, you
Ukraine.
you kept going. Okay. I figured you would have
Yeah,
cut
I
your
had
losses and kept your tanks.
no, I gotta kill the bomber.
Lucky for you, my bombers before tanks in my defense profile.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
I watched a
What
in
recent
this
video where
case,
I don't
where
even
somebody
know.
was doing a West Russia push. Was that your video, Frisky, or no?
But mine against Caster Rav, I
Yes.
did West Russia,
Right.
and
You.
I don't like going for Ukraine because shit like this happens to me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been pretty lucky this year.
let's see.
I've been pretty lucky
Or
on the receiving
I'm
end.
sorry,
Like
I should ask, are you a PG-13?
who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I could be. Depends on what you want,
I, I
Mister.
I just don't know how many curse words I should or should not be avoiding right now. Because I work in construction, and so every other word is an F bomb for most of my coworkers.
Well, I don't think we need to do every other word, but I mean, throwing in the
Well, no,
occasional,
not really.
shit, or that's okay.
That's acceptable. Cool. Since Russia's had such terrible luck this turn, that might change what I want to do.
Yeah,
I could stack Ukraine.
and there's no KJF here. I doubt.
They could try, but I don't.
No, but
Honest, with a bad Ukraine, I think Germany's going to have enough of an advantage that trying to go Japan first is going to make it really awkward.
they'd already be too late. I think Kent knows this. Shaky knows this. You
Oh,
got.
but I mean, I'm a really bad Germany player. We've established
Oh
that.
no, I didn't. I didn't find your play terrible from what I've seen. What I've seen of it.
Shh, shh. I'm gonna actually just stick with the same buy. No, no, I'm not. I don't need the destroyer this game.
um,
Or, well, I love the destroyer buy so much, though. It makes me
I've done
feel
it.
so good.
I've done it in 7 of my 8 games this year, and it's worked perfectly.
It makes me feel amazing.
Yeah, it's either that
It's so
or
powerful.
it's either that or the two tank buy. I like the two tank buy for Germany too.
I am going to do the destroyer buy with a twist, I think. I don't know how I'm going to make this work just yet. So I'm going to go 7 is kind of the clear cut, hey, you kind of got to do this. Uh, Strangely enough, I think Ukraine or Karelia is still mostly dead zoned. I don't think I can safely stack that because of the 2 tank buy. And where is my other piece? I can take one sub.
Oh, you bought a bomber there too. That's interesting. I like that.
I like it too. So I think
That's only
what I'm
because
deciding on is the
that's only
other
because of
sub.
Ukraine, right? It's only because of Ukraine. You wouldn't have, would you have normally bought a bomber?
I would typically buy a bomber if Russia took Ukraine. And I love buying a bomber and a destroyer. Admittedly, it shorts me a lot of infantry right now, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to need them right this second.
Yeah.
And it just opens up a lot of options
Oh, absolutely.
because
Yeah, it's no different than my destroyer two tank seven infantry buy. It's the same thing. It's just it's our what our preference is on moving the pieces. You prefer a bomber? I prefer two tanks.
I could realistically just take Caucasus right now. I'd lose a handful of tanks to do it, but it would pull both his fighters off the board.
I do it. You can take you can take eight there. Eight,
I
two,
mean,
three, four, five,
even if I lose a fighter,
6, 7, 8, 9. You could actually send 9. He does have actually I wouldn't send any more than 3 planes because he does have two anti-aircraft.
well, I don't
Well,
want to send more than 3 planes because the only other one I can take is on Germany, and I don't want to have to land on Ukraine with that fighter.
yeah.
So I think I, we're kind of following an unofficial "don't bother with calculators because it takes too long"
Yeah,
approach here.
of course.
Yeah.
And nah, I'm gonna stay safe with the dice here. I'm taking enough risks going for Caucasus.
Thank you.
I know he's gunning for me first anyway.
I'm not a big fan of the 5-1. The only time I'm a fan of that is if things go really really bad for Russia in the first round, or they put their sub somewhere other than C zone 7. Then I'll do it. Okay, let's go, baby.
No anti-air hits.
That's a
He's
win.
taking guns first and
Oh.
got 3 out of 3 on the infantry.
Ooh. I think you still go for it.
So that puts me a tank and 3 fighters versus 2 infantry, 2 fighters. So I'm going to average 2 hits. He's going to average 2 hits. Or he's got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he's going to average 2 hits. So we have equal attack power. Um, so if I hit 2, he hits 2. I'm losing a fighter. He's losing infantry. So then I've got 2 fighters versus his 2 fighters, and it's completely even. Like right now, that was just him hitting 3 out of 3 was just terrible luck. And I think I really should retreat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Because
look at.
as much fun as it would be to completely dick over Russia and take those fighters, his dice were just too good. So I think I gotta fall back.
Stalingrad, baby.
Yeah, I noticed you guys are all
So
conspicuously quiet over there on the other side.
You know, the thing about Russia's anti-aircraft guns, they're not the greatest unit, but it's not great losing them this early because you'll never buy another one.
That is true.
and Germany has not lost as many planes as you would typically hope for right now.
But
Oh, well, this is why we brought 6.
nice.
Well, I don't love that.
So
I like that.
because I went for Caucasus, my fighters are in a really awkward position here.
You gotta. Yeah, you gotta.
So
Yeah.
no sense in me putting anything else on Ukraine right this second. But
All right,
stack
well,
here is
I'd
kind
like
of
to run the numbers on that battle. I think you probably come out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Shake,
Mr. Elton,
shaky.
Yes, yes.
last call for any fighter support.
Fighter support on West Russia. Um, I'd say, I'd say, yeah, go for it.
All right, that's a spread.
Hmm.
hmm,
You know, it's funny. The game that I just started, my new game, I actually forgot to put the infantry into Karelia.
awkward.
And I'm still winning games. I do stupid stuff like that. I make one boneheaded move like that every freaking game I played this season.
I don't know how good I feel about stacking Belarus. One, two,
Well,
three.
at this point,
Because my fighters are just really out of position. I really don't want them to be on any of the places that those two are able to land. And he's still got both his fighters, so actually, I don't think stacking there is a good idea. I think he trades efficiently with me.
he's got the two tanks in Russia too. You got to watch that.
So as much as I hate to drag on my turn for a century and a half, I feel like this is what I must do.
No problem. No problem.
Because well, I ain't running calculators here, so it's
No, but that's what I was just going to say though. Is that if I were to run a calculator on that Caucasus battle, I think you'd come out ahead probably above 65%.
I think I had really good odds there. I felt like I had really good odds there, and I think if I brought one more fighter, it would not have made the difference with the
Yeah.
dice that he got.
He got good rolls.
Well, you had mentioned that the infantry went 3 for 3. What did his planes do?
One out of two,
Oh,
so he got 4 hits on the first roll.
Well, it's 3 for 4.
Something like
If
that.
it's 3.
I would need to check the roll log. I don't remember
Did you
anymore.
send 3
I just
planes
remember
in?
saying that's more hits than it should be.
You sent 3 planes in there.
I sent 3 planes.
So
No, you did miss all the AA, which is nice.
yeah, with the AA with 317% chances. Usually 50-50.
I mean, it's cumulative 50-50. That's probably enough BS for Germany. I think we just cut our losses there and say, "Come at me, brah."
I think he's going to come at you.
I think he is. I think he's gonna poke me.
All right, I got to grab a beer. Walk with me.
I don't remember where we were here.
What are you guys doing?
Dad helped you up there.
Oh God.
We're looking at the scrapbook, babe.
You guys are looking at the scrapbook. I see a lot of tears and napkins or tissue coming soon. Sorry, I have a tendency to do that.
He's
I don't.
not going for the fleet drop.
No, you guys are all about that. I just love that first 3 siege
It is really standard. I think what you've bought is good, but the fact that you got 2 fighters and
Yeah.
means you have 1 IPC left in the bank, or 2 IPCs left in the bank. So if you're going to buy 2 fighters, usually I'd get a couple artillery for India, rather than just stack infantry, so that if Japan ever decides to say, "I'm going to stack this bunch of shit on Burma," you can just knock it right back down because you got enough artillery to challenge it directly.
We shall see.
And you're pulling infantry off of India. I like this. Yeah.
Wait, I'm not looking at the board, but don't we only have 2 planes in France?
We got 2 planes in France. Yeah,
And he didn't build a UK fleet?
correct.
Okay. See, I'm not even watching. I'm getting.
That's literally what he was just asking about is why are we pushing the fleet so much? And really the reason is just because your ultimate strategy as allies, as a faction, is probably going to be put as much pressure on Germany as possible this game, just given how bad Ukraine went. So, with that as your objective, you will need a fleet eventually in the Atlantic. Um, but if you can comfortably build one on turn one, there's really no reason why you wouldn't.
Well, I see the 2 fighters.
Yeah, but
Threw a wrench in my little.
I know what Kent's doing.
Yeah,
He's got that fucking
So
Jedi
two
mind
fighters
shit
in
trick
Libya,
going
plus
on.
the bomber, plus the fact that my battleship's still alive, means if your destroyer does not survive this battle off Italy, Egypt is completely dead zoned. No matter what you put there, it is going to disappear.
Yes.
hmm
Yes.
But because you have the Suez open, it is an option to just ignore the destroyer, take and take your own destroyer out to help against Japan and just try and pursue Japan first. But that's between you and your allied partner what you want to do. But what UK does here is going to largely determine what US is going to be forced into doing.
Dad, come here.
Don't
Oh,
Okay.
this is all of us.
Just so you guys know, I am recording though.
Oh, these are the Polaroid ones. Look.
I know.
Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Look, I had hair.
Wait, okay.
You still have hair.
I know I still have hair, but I'm losing it
Look
fast.
at Mom. Look at Grandma there. Look at
Okay,
her.
honey, guys, I'm in the middle of a game here. Sorry. Okay, I am back. That's what happens when you make eye contact with the women in the house.
It's like a department store.
Okay. I gotta be honest, Kent and Shakey, that what's your first name, Shakey? Is it Ed?
Jake.
It's what?
Jake.
Shaky.
Jake.
Ryan's.
I gotta be honest with you guys that I'm loving the fact that you didn't build a North Atlantic fleet here. You should have, in my opinion.
What I think something that would be easily changed and would have helped just a little bit is instead of taking two fighters against the German transport, just take one and take the other spare fighter against the cruiser. But I see why you didn't. It's so that both can still get to West Russia because you're trying to land two fighters on it. But West Russia's just not really. It's not under pressure right now. Germany's got two infantry that border it. It's just not. No one's
Okay, we're
attacking
on
it.
7 rounds of rolls in. Oh my god. And on the 7th round, we got hit.
I'm not even watching the battle.
Don't do this.
Oh yes,
He's
yes.
taken the.
Oh!
Trying to take. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm lethal without losing. I'm lethal when you kill that
Oh, boy.
transport. And now that I got it, this is gonna be fun.
Hey, I got good news and bad news. This is going to be a short game.
No, I don't. It's too early to call that, but it's.
I don't know. He's got no destroyer block and he's stacking India. Or stacking Egypt.
He has no choice at this point.
So I can take a monster force into Egypt next turn.
And you guys are gonna have to come through.
I also love this med transport for the Germans because it can also supply. When you get to the mid game, when you're about ready to take Russia, you can take units, and you've comfortably owned North Africa. You could take units off of Rome and just shuffle them in. So you can build 4 and bring 2. That's 6 there. By that point, Russia can probably only build 5 or 6. So
This is where I wish I had my other two fighters on Southern Europe. Because with that, even with all this shit that you're putting into Egypt, I'd have 90%.
Really?
But with my two fighters out of position, it's more of a
No,
coin
you
flip.
can.
Well,
What's
Yeah,
that?
If I took everything I could into Egypt right now, it would be a 50-50, and that's beyond my risk profile. So if you just
Yeah,
stack
don't-
Egypt like you were just doing, you're okay. I was trying to tell you you're okay.
Yeah. I heard Ken
yeah,
there.
but it's still.
Because in my
Yeah,
current
it's still
position,
better.
I am not going to stake my entire chance at Africa coin flip. Yeah, it's literally 50-50 to take.
And it doesn't even matter. All you're really trying to do is Germany there is just exhaust the UK's resources towards Africa from India. So
As a general rule, yeah, but after turn 1, given that I had the destroyer and now your planes are usually going to be out of position to attack the battleship, usually, but not always.
yeah.
So if I park my battleship in season 15 or 17 and just transport a couple more infantry over, then have a little bit stronger presence in Africa and have to continue taking your planes out of position if you're going to try and deal with it.
Right. Jake, that was the better move, by the way, Transjordan.
My
Okay.
opinion is Transjordan is the better move because then you're not 3 turns away from India. Because
Yeah.
every piece you pull off of India, you're going to wish you'd left there about 3 turns from now.
what do you think about leaving the infantry in Egypt? Is that silly?
I think that's a good idea.
You know what? I
Sorry.
think
If you don't leave an infantry in Egypt, I promise you Germany's going to blitz through and immediately come back to Libya, and you're just giving Germany 2 free IPCs for zero investment.
Frisky. I don't normally do a Pearl Light, but I think in this, I think right now the Allies are sort of bleeding a little bit. I mean, at least that's
I would still not go Pearl Harbor. I'd say when you're ahead, get more ahead.
yeah.
I think you take as much red territory as possible, and if you want to take a big risk, you can try for Szechuan, see if you can't pull that fighter off the board.
No,
But other than that,
I don't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's that's very little reward for the risk.
then I think you just help your odds to make sure you take Yunnan and Anhui
It's funny
as
when
clean
Japan.
and efficiently as possible.
Yeah, and I will. And
I'll be right back.
that's the thing with Japan when Japan has this kind of. I mean, when I have this transport survive in 61 with the destroyer, it's like I don't even know what to do. I get all shaky inside. Um, okay, well I'm gonna kill this transport because he only has 2 planes. Wait, 1, 2, 3. You know, he can bring 4 planes.
It just depends on where you're parking. If you park on
Yeah,
35,
I'll park. Yeah, I'll park there.
one, two,
So we'll
three,
kill.
four, he could go to 35 if he bought a carrier and take 4 planes.
I don't think he wants to do that.
He probably doesn't want to, but you never know. If someone who's behind can do stupid shit. So you just park on 32 and then he can't come after you.
Yeah, I could can opener this too, but he's got guys down here.
Yeah,
Oh
even if you were to knock the dude off Egypt, that doesn't help us too much.
no.
So just let it be.
Well, we're gonna walk into Burma because we can, and it's just maximum pressure. I think we're gonna put maximum pressure towards China, unless something really crazy opens up for us in India.
What was your buy? You got 2 transports and all ground. Interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, ground is good, but I mean, with 5 extra ground units and oh well, he didn't take the transport on 61, so never mind. That makes perfect sense. You have 2 extra to play with.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Normally, I've lost a transport on 61, so it's like, okay, I mean, I could build a whole bunch of infantry and artillery, and then it's going to be another 3 turns before they leave.
I'll use the bomber down here. Why would I feel like I'm missing something? Oh, it's because I'm sending 3 guys this way. Okay.
You're missing everything.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll give us some flexibility here. We'll land hopefully in C zone 48, possibly.
The battle's a little bit light. Ideally, you could take like 1 more plane or something.
Where? Yunnan?
Northern China.
Oh, Buryatia?
Yeah, one of the fighters that's going to Yunnan can actually go to Anhui, and then you can take the fighter from Caroline Islands and put him on Yunnan instead.
Mm, actually, I can use both these fighters, but I want to be able to keep one to land here,
I figured you'd just land them all in
or just maybe
Point
back.
10.
Yeah. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a free country. You are the one controlling Japan, not me. I have never really fuddled around with the map nodes.
Yeah, it's a
Select
system.
a territory and press N to
It's
create a map
a
node.
system.
That should work. I don't think that's any glaring misses there. Pretty straightforward. I like this push. Should I leave a guy here with the planes that I'm gonna leave there? I think I should.
It depends on whether or not you think the Dolphin is going to suicide a couple infantry in his own
Well,
fleet
yeah,
to take that
that's the
shot.
thing. I've played with him as a team member. I know his mind. So That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's basically an infantry guy there, just in case. Uh,
Because he might just get real lucky and roll 3 hits, and well,
yeah,
there goes the entire Japanese Air Force.
yeah, we've yeah, we've taken chances like that ourselves as teammates, so I know that it's in the cards always. Uh, okay, I think that's good. I mean, five here. I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe take nah, we're good. You guys ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
So tell me why you guys don't like Pearl.
I don't like
Like
it because
almost always use
usually,
Pearl.
usually United States isn't coming for Japan. Or if they are, then okay, maybe Pearl's a good idea, but anything that survives your Pearl attack is going to be easy for United States to clear out. So you're trading pieces away when you're probably better off just using them to help your dead zoning the spaces that US would be moving into later and kind of delay the game a little bit longer by not trading down. Then you have the fact that any fighters you take in are going to be completely out of position. You got a fighter and a bomber that aren't going to be able to help with any ground assaults for a couple of turns, just because they need another turn just to get back in the range. So you just tend to be a
Oh,
much scarier Japan for applying ground pressure and gobbling up income if you don't go for Pearl Harbor. And in a kill Japan first scenario, that's probably the only time that it's really worth doing. But even then, there's
Interesting
an
you say that
argument to be
because
made that you could sit back.
I'm sure you guys have noticed the trend is almost always kill Japan first.
It's so
That's the
hot right
meta.
now. But the good news is very few people have been able to do it effectively. They just lose. I've had an easy time on ladder so far.
It's so interesting because when it's done well, I think it's unstoppable. But it's so hard to do it well.
The That's one more reason why I love to buy a bomber on Germany 1 is because if I don't have a bomber, I need one. Because if I get a German bomber over to sit on Japan, you can't destroy or block Japan anymore. And it slows down United States advance by another 2 or 3 turns just because Japan's able to sit on their production hub and still be in range of the Money Islands.
wait, say that again. Were you talking to me?
It's just
No, we're just
picking picking
philosophizing.
on Kill Japan first.
Oh,
A
oh,
really glaring weakness in a Kill Japan first strategy is going to be a German bomber breaking any United States destroyer block and preventing you from getting the Money Islands uncontested. That you can keep the dead zone. You can keep a dead zone on Borneo because you can reach it through C zone 60, and Germany's able to snipe C zone 48.
right.
Yeah, so KJF does have a lot of problems.
Got a lot
You
going
know,
for it.
um, Tim, in your last game, the what I had noticed was really interesting was the Western United States bomber going all the way to Bernie. That is
Oh, dude,
pretty
that don't even
pretty
remind me,
close.
man. If you watch my videos, you know how sore I was about all that. Um, I lost my fleet because of two reasons. One, I didn't account for those bombers, and two, I had the exact opposite defense profile as I should have had, and that's why I lost. I mean, I would have lost the fleet anyway, but I would have taken a few more of his planes with me. Turns out it didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not even talking about your game. I'm just talking about in general. Going from Western to Borneo is such a strong armor range.
Oh, I agree.
You would never think that a plane could fly that far in one turn, but
Yeah.
yet somehow it works out.
Actually, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't need to put these guys there.
You can put them wherever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in here.
Since you're building 2 transports, I would think that you
They're
should keep
safe.
something behind to.
No, they're safe.
Are they though?
He's only got 3 infantry.
He didn't land his Russian fighters in Archangel, did he? He only
No.
did them in Caucasus, so
Yeah.
that's different from what he did about at this point an hour ago. But
Yeah, unless I'm
two
missing
fighters with
something.
3 infantry would go for Buryatia, clear that specifically so that he could get a fighter in there.
Agreed.
So if you're putting them on 62, you're safe. If you're putting them on 60, you're not.
No, 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 no. 60 bad. All right, well, that's good. I would have liked to have had a little bit more here, and normally I would have, but I had to send them this way. So I guess, I mean, it's not a sucky turn. Pretty standard, actually, for Japan. See what he does with India, see what happens in North Africa, but it's his attention is focused solely down here, and nothing going on up here. So we're good, I think. After I click the button. All right. Let's see what you got, USA. What's the score? Comfortable lead?
It's KGF as usual.
3-1, 2-1. Yep.
I don't really have anything to do. I could try for Onway.
Oh,
Wait.
are you serious? You're going Japan first?
No, I said Germany first.
No, he said KGF.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Okay. I was like, with that purchase, that's interesting.
No, yeah, I think
Japan's got a
Onway is
healthier
a
AD than Germany.
I'm rubbing my hands right now.
Onway is a bit of a risky battle, but if I can get them to not be able to trade Sichuan and have to go up there, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I lost a bunch of tanks early, and Russia got to keep their fighters, so that we've got that going for you.
Yeah.
No, that's actually a really good move. I like that move. I have no problem with that.
Well, on the other hand,
It's just where you're gonna land that plane. Was that American plane gonna land?
yeah,
In
that's kind of true.
You're stacking
Okay,
cards, plane.
so with a tank and 3 planes, we have 3 planes and an infantry. Yeah.
See, I knew you'd think about it.
The only 3 pieces that can attack anything this turn. I guess he's got to decide if he wants to take his western fleet all the way east, or if he wants to just take Solomon Islands and threaten to do something cheeky.
Oh, I can play. Kent knows I can play Japan just fine. He's not gonna mess around with that 2 ocean thing.
No, go ahead, do it, Solomon. Do it. I believe in you.
I'm not gonna go too ocean or anything.
I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking about how you can get some of those fighters into India. That's the only reason. That's the only purpose you'd have that fleet around at any for any reason.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna go Western Australia into India if you can. Which, by the way, I have not seen anybody try that move on me this season. By the way,
What's wrong with that?
no, it's a good move.
You did Pearl?
No, I only did Pearl once.
Pearl, you can't do it.
I only did Pearl once in one game. Oh, let's look. Come on, let's kill it.
Infantry hit.
Let's kill
He's
that.
committed. He's gone to combat.
Let's kill that fighter. Here we go.
Okay. Can't complain, but
Nice.
sometimes I still do.
Oh, you idiot. Oh,
The Legend of Anwei lives on.
Yeah, I have to land in Novosibirsk now, but that's okay.
Anhui is a sucky province for Japan.
Okay, so I learned this from someone. I
Did you guys ever watch the TTG guys videos?
Yeah, I've seen them all. I think I've seen them all.
Every single game, he loses like 4 infantry and Anwei. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, actually, he comes to mind when I was thinking about that. When I was just thinking about Anhui is sucky for Japan. He usually is.
You just got to take more fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, if you attack with 5 infantry against 2 infantry, that's great. But if there's no fighter support, like the 2 infantry have a decent shot.
Yep.
temporarily have all the extra fighters.
It frees up your planes to go all sorts of other magical places.
No, I like this move from the USA right now. I'm a big supporter of it actually. I left him the opportunity to do it, and he took it.
I mean, you got a sub. You could. I mean, if he's not going to land any fighters on the carrier, no, he's
So I
still
did
landing.
land 2
He
carriers.
took the fighter from Western U.S. and he took that down south. Okay, so then his East Coast carrier is only going to have one plane, or no, it's not even
Yeah,
going to have any planes
you might as well
because he's
just
going
put
to
it
land on
the carrier.
Gibraltar.
He doesn't need him
It's
on
the
the
same
East Coast
distance
right
from
now.
India. It's the same distance from 45 to India.
Yeah, he doesn't need him
You
on
might as
the.
well put it
Now
on
he's
the
just trying to
carrier.
confuse me.
I think it's working.
Yeah, I'm sufficiently confused. They've decided
I
that
don't
it's a
think I
shorter
missed
trip to
anything.
France to sail west. So now I'm thinking, okay, rather than reinforce Libya, shouldn't I just take 2 infantry to Gibraltar with fighter support and just kill the fighter for free?
Wait,
Oh, I forgot about that.
your bomber can hit C Zone 12 as well.
I gotta find 12.
Well, his cruiser's
My
sitting there.
bomber,
His cruiser's
one,
sitting
two,
there.
three, four.
Oh yeah, do
My
that.
bomber could hit
Yeah,
it.
do a bomber versus a cruiser. Do that.
I don't want to risk my bomber just
I,
for a
I
cruiser that's not
I
protecting any transports though.
I didn't say you should do it. I said it could hit it.
It can. You're absolutely right, and
And
I'm
I
pretty confident that he wants me to take that.
I like pointing stuff out like that. I'm good at that.
I like the idea of just sniping that fighter. That's pretty attractive.
uh,
I think he's just so accustomed to Germany not having a transport on turn 2 that he just put it there.
Yeah, honestly, that's the case.
that's a good
Because
good point.
Egypt's not safe for me to stack right now because it won't be able to land any fighters on it. So I have to take Egypt light one way or the other. So I think Gibraltar may just have to cut it for now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that transport in C Zone 23 we're gonna kill, right? With the bomber
I find 23.
off West Africa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably not, because I'd have to land the bomber in Morocco
But you can defend Morocco.
with 1 infantry.
Well, you got a transport.
I got a transport, but that transport's going to be busy. I'm going to be nuking the fighter on Gibraltar and then capturing Gibraltar so that he can't send fighters from UK. Otherwise, you have 2 fighters coming in and just clear my battleship off. If I go 14 and capture Gibraltar,
That works.
I should be able to keep my battleship for one more turn.
Hmm.
And the longer Germany has that battleship, the more annoying it becomes.
It
It doesn't
becomes
even have to be, it doesn't have to do anything. Just the fact that it's there is just a constant reminder of the UK's inadequacy.
yeah.
It really is. I had a game recently where someone had bought a second transport for the Mediterranean, and they were just funneling dudes down to Africa from Germany. It was really interesting, but it turned out then suddenly he didn't have enough infantry for Russia. He put so many down there. And if you have the transport, you feel like you have to use it.
Yeah, double transport feels good for about the first 3 turns, and then you're like, wow, Russia's got a stack of 40 infantry, and mine's only 30.
I built a second transport in my last game, but it was like late game stuff, where I literally built the transport and it was safe in C Zone 15. So
Yeah, that's something that I've seen repeatedly now is you clear the battleship transport on turn 1 as UK when they go for Transjordan, and then after that, all your fighters are out of position. So they just drop 2 more transports in Season 15 without any escort ships, and you're just like, there, I'm just gonna unload 4 more guys in Africa. Screw you.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
sorry I didn't take my turn. I forgot.
oh.
You forgot you were Russia.
Yeah, I forgot I was Russia.
All is forgiven.
No, it's not.
Okay,
I'm not
let's let
forgiving
you
you.
get that one down. Just trading aggressively.
Germany, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it, man. I got you.
I hope you got me good.
I got you, bro.
I'm not feeling very safe right now. I'm feeling like someone's gonna kill me. The native Ukrainian resistance is equipped with anti-armor missiles.
Thanks, Raytheon.
A brand you can trust.
Let's win one of these battles. I'll be right back.
I hit one yet? Oh,
Nope.
odds
That's
are I'm
weird.
gonna hit one.
There you go.
That's the better one to hit, honestly.
Oh,
Like the second. I would have loved a second right there.
yeah.
I would have made my night.
Sure it would.
Okay, someone's deciding that they want to commit armor to India.
Just in case.
Appreciate that.
Oh, you're just gonna give Japan all the income for free? Okay, cool.
uh, well, I mean,
Feeling like I'm
Yeah.
being picked on.
He's gonna get it no matter what. The 1 in 3 chance of killing his unit is you're better off saving it.
I mean, it's actually true.
I took
Yeah,
things
I don't,
already.
yeah, I really don't want to let him take Sichuan, take Xinjiang actually, with a tank. He does have a tank, so that is a clear
Yeah, I
statement,
guess also that could buy
and
India some
potentially, yeah.
We're targeting half
Okay.
turns now for India's lifespan.
Yeah, don't worry, we got this.
Ah, that round one
He ain't going for
C-61.
India.
Still haunts me.
Japan just focusing on India tends to be a tragic mistake. And that modest US fleet on Australia is going to pull just enough ships out of position that he can't just go full hardcore into it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Even I, as ally, doesn't know what the hell's going on in 45.
Maybe your partner should enlighten you.
Well, basically, it sends 3 fighters to India.
I love that.
Yeah, and it does delay the transports the fleet by a single turn from going to Africa.
Okay. Sorry, I'm back. Nasty
Sorry
smoking.
you're back?
No, I said nasty smoking habit. Oh, man.
Yeah, he took everything. He took everything from me, man.
Well, what's he grabbing in now as income? 29.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're coming. The cavalry's
It ain't
coming.
pretty, man.
The cavalry's on its way.
I'm just trying to think about, do I have to take a whole bunch into Corellia, or do I have the resources that I'm able to fan out and kind of trade a little more aggressively here? I'm not really sure.
Oh, I'd stack Corellia for sure.
Yeah, but
Let him
I
come.
want to do that, but I
Let him.
want to do it with as little as I reasonably can. He's only got 3 tanks and 2 fighters right now.
He's got 7 infantry in West Russia.
I mean, that's true. Yes.
And 1 guy in Archangel. That's 8. 11. He's got 15 he can hit Karelia with. But that's the kind of trade you want him to make, though. So I put everything in there. Let him trade that if he wants to.
We'll take modest forces for now and decide in a minute just how hard I want to commit there.
Yeah, okay, I do that too. I take my time.
Let him keep Ukraine. We'll smack that off him. Uno, dos, tres. And we'll take him too. Make sure that fighter goes down in one roll. Ain't pretty, but it's what I've got. Battleship misses, infantry miss, fighters hit. This is why we brought two.
Oh yeah, always. I think in my other videos, Jake, if you've been watching them, I would talk about TTG guy. We always seems to hit on that goddamn one infantry, one fighter attack on a land unit, and he never gets hit back.
Got a policy of two fighters.
It is a game of dice.
Sometimes the dice just work for somebody though. It's weird.
Even two fighters doesn't seem to be adequate right this moment.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh,
There we go. Got it on the second round.
okay, good.
Started running out of ammunition.
What do you guys think about this latest thing? I guess it's a thing. At least the last few players that I've played is sending raw fighters at land units.
Just depends on the situation. If you got a ton of fighters and not a whole lot of anything else, then it can be pretty okay.
Well, that's just it though. It's not a lot of fighters.
There's really two situations. Really, if you're losing and you're desperate, sometimes you gotta take some risk. And if you're winning by a lot, if it's kind of an even game, I would never.
Right. I don't think I would ever do it anyway. I think it's just
That's probably just your nature.
it's inefficient. I think Kent would follow me up on that one.
Actually, I would.
No.
It would depend on the particular situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, but I think there would be there'd be fewer.
Yeah, generally speaking, I don't think I would just do that and risk the
Right.
plane just without sending infantry cover.
Right.
But the particular situation is when you're Japan defending against the KJF, you want to kill all the U.S. units if you can.
Yes.
Those U.S. units can gobble up Manchuria. They gobble up the Money Islands. If you can deprive the USA of land units, you can go ahead and kill off your planes. Just make sure they can't mobilize around Asia.
Right. Yeah. Your U.S. guy that's sitting in Onway is going to die, and so is that Russian dude. And I know why you left him there.
Yeah, I figured I don't want
And
to have to trade Xinjiang.
And it might work. I'm just saying. I know why you left him there, and it still might work. Sorry, Frisky. What were you saying?
I'm just trying to figure out if I'm putting enough down. That would give me 8 infantry, 7 tanks, and an anti-air, which equals his... Yeah, I'd have an advantage in that battle, so if he is attacking, he's doing it at a disadvantage. Then I can hold on to Poland with 6 infantry, anti-air, and 2 fighter stack. That should be enough, right?
It is.
Because he'd be able to bring... He's got all his tanks there. I mean, he could just suicide his tanks and be like, now I'm going to try and take some German air. I think at best he's probably got like a 50-50 there. So I think I hold. I'm losing infantry, he's losing valuable pieces in that case. And he's got an anti-air in his way, so he might not even have any airplanes in the attack. So we're going to do that.
That move would sort of spark of desperation, and I don't think they're desperate right now. Actually, Russia's the most powerful ally.
So I am going to dub that a fairly clean Germany 2.
Dolphin, you're gonna be mad at me. I am gonna delay the fleet one more turn.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
Hold on, wait a second.
No.
Wait a second.
dropping
He's
it
like,
right
before
now
you commit, let me try and convince you that you should actually
Okay.
buy a fleet after all.
because I can't
I'm-
get
I'm-
a unit off anywhere, and there's a giant battleship right here.
There's a cruiser and a destroyer that can join you in Sea Zone 7. The battleship can't get there.
I'm gonna use the cruiser on the. I'm gonna use the cruiser on the battleship. I'm gonna take that coin flip. He's got
So
2
go
units in
cruiser, bomber,
Gibraltar.
high risk and go for it.
You can't get through
Yeah,
there.
he's got,
How you gonna get through there?
I'm going to season 14.
Yeah, he's got to take the cruiser and his bomber and try and hit 14.
Yeah, because he's got two infantry on Gibraltar. If I can kill the transport, they're stranded.
That's true.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on. We
So
own both sides of the Straits of Gibraltar. You can't send a cruiser through there.
He can absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a canal.
I don't know if you've ever seen Gibraltar, but it's
No, I have. I've actually been there. But
okay.
If you look
I
at
know it's a wide
Suez,
body, but I'm just saying that I thought in the rules that was
if you look
considered.
at Suez,
Oh,
there's a
negative.
white line. There's a white line indicating that it's a canal. And the same
There's
with
only 2
Ah.
spots where you have to own both sides, and that's the Panama Canal and the Suez Canal.
That changes the way I play now.
You're gold, man.
Yeah, well,
but no,
I think in the
season,
board game,
season 10.
in the board game, I think it actually is. You have to own both sides.
Wait. Do season 10. Go to season 10 with your transport. Don't attack
If
Northwest
you're
Europe.
dropping a fleet, then 8 is not the place to drop it.
Yeah, you need to drop it on 7. You move to
If I
season
put
10
on
with the
8,
transport.
then I can take all my fighters there.
Yeah.
You guys
And
know
if
you're
he fails
unbreakable.
in his risky fight against the battleship, then you're just definitely killed.
All right, and then do you want my fighters to
Hey.
stay in West Russia?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
It's a good question.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't walk around your teammate. You just let him put his fighters wherever he wants them.
Yeah, just keep him in West Russia. Yeah.
Okay. And finally, do you want my sub to join your 45 all strength, or would you rather me go north, get those 60
Uh,
merchant?
No,
The sub
you always want to keep your sub
the
in the
sub can
Pacific.
join. Yeah, the sub can go to 45. The rest of the fleet goes to Brazil.
Or would you prefer to sub to 53, which stops
Yeah,
the transport to
53.
Alaska?
53 is good too.
I mean, I doubt
E-
you go
either-
to Alaska, but I mean, you never know.
Yeah, either one is good. It doesn't matter.
Oh no, I'm not getting Alaska. Don't worry about that.
Trade Borneo. Trade Burma. I meant to say.
Ooh.
All right.
Wait, now hold on, Jake. Would you normally make that move, or is it just on the suggestion of Kent?
It depends, but because right now I'm so worried about you just
What did you build?
smashing India.
You've got
Yeah,
planes. You've
it's
got
more
planes.
efficient to trade.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Guess that's it then.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I always tell myself that an infantry is twice as good as on defense, so all you got to do is just stay on defense. And it's like over trading with Russia. If you know that you're going to get attacked there, I prefer to hold on to the infantry and not trade Burma. But I guess that's just me.
But yeah, that was mean.
I think Kent's right, technically speaking. That is actually more efficient to take it, if you take it.
I mean, even if I kill the unit.
No, but see, you're more likely to kill the unit with
Oh, listen to
With a
Toby,
plane.
He always knows.
I mean, you're more likely to kill the unit with the plane than to kill it on defense.
Wait, did I just keep that?
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, did you just lose another India infantry?
Sure
Yeah,
did.
so you gotta move from Transjordan. Go back from Transjordan. At least send like a
All of them?
no send 2 infantry. No, you don't have. Okay, let's say you don't have to send the artillery. Don't send the artillery back. Send
whatever
2
you want.
infantry back. 2 infantry to two infantry to Persia, and yeah, something like that.
What he's
Then
trying to
then
do is keep Egypt dead zone, because if Germany's
yeah,
able to just move 4 units forward and doesn't take a loss, you want to be able to kill 4 units. So he's saying leave the infantry artillery back. You have an infantry tank already there, so you'd be able to bring 4 ground units plus the extra tank you've got on Persia could double
yeah,
back, and then the two fighters on India are able to reach that in the same turn. And India is not going to be at any risk of being captured next turn unless Japan's just making unusual decisions.
Which I'm prone to do, by the way, just for the record.
It's okay to be bad.
I can bring 19 ground units to India. And I'm not counting planes and battleships and cruisers yet. You better put a
Talking about next turn.
Yeah, I can set them up. And
Pretty good.
I've got no pressure from the US at all.
Well, that's kind of a bold statement. I think you do have some pressure from the U.S. It's just not really good pressure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, yeah.
There's
He's
no
pit no,
transports.
he's pissing on my leg. That's all he's doing.
Planes.
You do have to stop and wonder, where are all those planes going?
So here's the pit. This is the pivotal moment. I got two here, 3, 4. Um, but I've got 2, 4, 10, 11, and then 8 more. That's 19 ground units. I can send this one guy here. And then I've got 1, 2, 3. It's 21 plus, I believe, 7 planes, right? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 against 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, plus 3 more. So it's 25. It's 28 against 25. That's the maximum he could. Well, he's got tanks too.
He's got tanks, and don't forget
Wow.
the 3 U.S. fighters that are going to be there, and the
Right.
2 Russian fighters that will be free to come forward.
Yeah, he did enough to defend India, which is fine because
yeah.
I didn't really want to go for it. Okay, then fine. All right. We're gonna need a complex, but I don't think we need it quite yet. So we're just gonna continue pumping guys off
For
of the.
current money, I think you just pump out 8 ground units.
Yeah.
Save if you got it. And
So we're gonna have
start
an
the
extra.
comp.
We're gonna have an extra infantry, so we only need 3 infantry.
Do you have 4 transports in range right now? Oh, you've already pulled the guys off the Philippines. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you build 2 infantry light, you'll still be able to load all your transports and optimize that and just get your complex this turn. You could drop it on Manchuria or Indochina.
Yeah, but I have this thing about just sending all infantry as
You
Japan.
don't like it?
I don't think it's
Even when
efficient.
you have 6 fighters supporting?
Mm, yeah, even then. Actually, I mean, I actually like tanks here and there for their flexibility.
Well,
Um,
be that way. But
so I'm not gonna buy a ton of them, but I think I'm gonna buy one.
just don't be that person who builds 2 industries and then just 6 tanks, 6 tanks, 6 tanks, 6 tanks. It's not a it's not a winning strategy.
I'm not quite there for the complex yet. This can be next turn, and it'll be in
I
Manchuria.
feel
It'll be in Manchuria.
I feel you. Well, don't tell them that.
So,
It's just between you and me.
oh, it doesn't matter. I didn't.
What about Burma?
It's funny because if I do go, say, all infantry, I could build a bomber or a fighter and save. What do you think about that? Maybe bomber.
You're the one playing Japan, man.
No, I
Your
know, but
fighters are
I'm
not
just I'm
good.
just trying to be as
I think
efficient.
tanks
I'm
are
asking
more
you.
cost effective.
I'm asking for your opinion.
Tanks are more cost effective for the attack power. So if all you're doing is trying to get more attacking pieces and help you put more pressure on Russia, tanks are going to be the better buy. Fighters are really good, if just in general, and I like massing a lot of fighters, especially if Germany's starting to look like they're getting in trouble later. Um, they're
Yeah.
really good support for all infantry. That you have infantry and fighters, then you're losing the least if there's hard resistance in your way. But it's looking like Russia has no intent of trading with you, so I think getting more tanks probably makes a little bit more sense in this situation.
Well, they have no intent in trading with you quite yet, but I'm thinking.
Russia's playing super aggressive on the Eastern Front for
Well,
Germany.
I could help you there with some strategic bombing campaigns as well. So I'm thinking that. I mean, they have multi uses. They've got distance. They can strap bomb. They attack at a four.
He's nowhere near enough income so that he's maxing out his production.
Oh, I know.
Russia's going to have to hit 36 before strategic bombing makes any sense.
I don't know
Or
if I,
they're on their last territory. Once I've stacked Caucasus,
I don't
then
know.
okay, yeah, sure, strategic bombing and then Stone Age. But until I've got a good line on Caucasus, I don't think that's worth it. So probably like round 4 is when we'd start that.
Such confidence. Once I stack Caucasus.
You make that sound like that's not like standard development. Germany's going to get there. Now they're never going to be able to take Moscow, but Caucasus is a very reasonable ask.
Oh, India, you were there for a second. Oh boy. I was smelling the lovely sweet scent of your aroma, but it wasn't to
The
be.
saffron.
Yeah.
Icy smoke.
I am gonna kill you because I don't like you.
Wow, wow, that's really intense, man.
Yeah. He,
Never think about like not killing him.
no, he's always been on my mind, as Willie Nelson used to say back in the day. Now look at Alaska. It's so open. Oh my
It
God.
is, but he could still take a
Oh no,
tank
it's
and a buoy,
oh it's not that
and
open.
he's got his submarine that would knock your transport right out if he
Yeah,
did go there.
it's not that open. I see that sub, sneaky bastard. Um,
We even heard us discussing.
see now, what do you think
He
about
was
this?
he
Sending
was
all.
literally saying, "Let me move my sub here to prevent him from taking Alaska next turn."
No, I actually did hear him say that too. But the auditory and the visuals are two different things.
You got
uh,
multiple input feeds, but only one
how
output.
can I help out in Africa? I think I can.
Africa, I would say just keep funneling units, and this turn end with at least one transport in 36, and you'll be able to just blitz right over and start, you know, nibbling on Italian East Africa, etc., etc. I'm
No,
definitely take, I'm gonna take it light though.
wait, what? Who? What? Take what?
I'm taking Egypt.
Okay, yeah, right.
If you end this turn with one or maybe two transports on C Zone 36 off French Indochina,
Yes. So I'm thinking,
then
but you don't know Kent. He's got three fighters that he has no problem suiciding if the situation would arise.
this guy's risk profile is just absurd. It's like 10% chance? Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, because he knows he doesn't need him in Indian anymore, so that he makes it even doubly perilous for me.
I think
I mean, I,
Germany's setting it up
I'm
with
gonna
your
land.
two that are on 62
I
right now
I
to
can
pivot
land.
back to 36. Next turn they pivot to 62. Then next turn they pivot back to 36. Eventually you're going to want to be on 6 transports anyway because
Right.
from 36 you also can take west to Australia. So you don't necessarily have to go for Africa next turn, but I think you should leave yourself the option of going for either picking up some African territories or improving your income and zoning out UK.
Yeah. I think I
Overall,
agree.
can you see how well our enemies are communicating? I feel like we need to communicate a little better.
I'm
Yeah,
uh
sorry, I'm
Shut up
not.
for a minute so you can have some me time.
I'm I'm actually I don't I don't think that really I think you have Africa under control right now actually. Unless you feel as though you don't. I mean
Well,
I mean you are going to lose
immediately once your turn is over, I'm
you are
very
going to
likely
lose.
going to lose my transport. What you see is what you get. UK currently has enough to handle that, and there's no immediate pressure on India to keep them from
I
just
agree. 30
continuing to handle that.
I agree. It's worth bringing some down into
So I
C
can
zone
either settle
36.
for the status quo or keep trying to trade Egypt, which will eventually wear me down, and I won't have anything left in Africa. So
Agreed. Okay.
but it's
Okay.
up to you whether or not you want to help me. Is
I got your back,
but
man.
it's okay if you don't
So,
want to. That's fine. I'll just die.
I'm thinking here we want at least 4 planes here, which we will get. Let's send these guys here. This guy, 1, 2.
For the sake of other people here, when you say this guy, can you like be more
Oh,
specific?
sorry. I
Who
was looking at the fighter in. That's right. The fighter in C zone 61. I was thinking, is there anything I could really do with him? I mean, I have no problem putting the entirety of the fleet actually in C zone 36. My transports are completely 100% safe.
That's what he wants you to think. There's a UK bomber on Russia.
Oh, there is. Okay, hang on. Let's check that out again. Well, I'm going to own these provinces, so that's not. He has to get me through the middle. If he anyway,
Since
1,
he
2,
doesn't
3,
currently hold Burma, since he wasn't
6.
successful in taking Burma, that means 61's still safe for now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Correct.
His carrier is also in range. I think it would not be below him to suicide his U.S. carrier, drop it in 48, and just use that as a stepping stone to kill 60 or 61 with 2 fighters. Just to put Japan back a turn by killing a couple transports.
I could stop that by putting a destroyer in C zone 49. Actually, no. He could. I think it's still a glitch. He could attack and suicide the fighter that way. So I think that's an
Yeah,
exploit. I
Like
think that's an
you could
exploit in
take
the
the
game.
sub and no, it's not an exploit. You take the sub and the destroyer against 49, knowing that he's going to be taking a carrier to 48 during non-combat move, and then regardless of what happens in 49, if he loses, well, I guess he just can't take the carrier and the fighters have to splash. But the plan, if everything goes according to plan, he does have a landing space for his fighters.
Correct.
in theory.
Oh no,
So
in
basically, we lost our
practicality.
entire fleet by
It
itself
might be
several
a
times
shitty
ago.
plan, but it's a plan, and the game respects that.
Yeah, so
There's no such thing as a bad idea in the terms of the AI and the computer.
I have to protect season
Oh, that's true.
61 as well. But we can do all. We can protect them all. So let's just go with that. We'll move everything else on non-combat. 3 against 1 should win
Depends on
this.
where you want your transports to end.
I want my transports to end up in C zone 61 and 36.
Yeah, 61's a real good spot. 36, I think, is good.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
think so.
honestly, if you're going China,
I'm just surprised
taking
there's
to 62 isn't really a bad thing either.
right. Yeah, if there was more
It just gives you
Russian.
the 61 just gives you the option to pivot to India and forces UK to stay honest.
Yeah, and this is the first game that I've actually played custom or ranked this entire season where there has been not a KJF done on me. So I'm almost like, what do I do? What do I do?
What do I do for this freedom, man?
You know, well, what? I don't know how to play.
That
uh,
sounds like a problem.
okay, so I guess we'll go with that. I'm not. I don't think I'm missing anything. We should win all those battles. Here we go.
Oh, Hanwei,
Onway first.
super soldier.
I got a tank with him. Ah, take that. Ah,
Uh-uh.
your dreams
Oh
of.
well.
It was a very ambiguous. Could have gone either way.
Jeez, I hope I get these good hits. Ah, you bastard! Whittling me down.
Okay, at least this Russian didn't go to waste.
gonna keep the sub actually here now. Hmm. Oh, make sure we have our defense profile set to subs not to submerge, I'm thinking. Ooh. Yeah, we had them on submerge. Bad idea. Oh, God, I can't. What am I doing here? Okay, so we want one destroyer here. And one cruiser here. 2 planes. It's the plane, boss. It's the plane.
Yeah, when I look at any of the games
Wait a second.
that
What?
end up in the showcase stuff, it's like, how do they have so many map notes? There's like 38 map notes. Every territory's got notes on it. What are these people saying to each other?
Wait, what the hell is Make it a little harder for him to take it if he wants to trade it next time. Um.
I'm curious to see if Russia's just going to continue this frantic all-out offensive, or if they're going to stack West Russia.
That's a good point.
I feel like so much of this game rides on this cruiser versus battleship,
Disagree.
Yeah, kind of.
including the West Russia decision.
I guess if
Let's
the
make
cruiser
this a
and
little.
battleship stay alive,
Let's make this a
then I
little.
can actually stack Egypt.
I was gonna say let's make this a little less attractive for him because there is the possibility that he could go after German air there.
I don't think that's a winning battle for him. I can run the calc right
Well,
now.
it's not a winning battle, but
I guess, I mean, anything that pulls German pieces off the board is a win. If you're following that logic, then
no, just German fighters.
it's going to be. He's got 6 infantry to cleave through and an anti-air gun that's taken on first. So if I run the calc, that's 25-75 my favor.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to be helpful, man.
I'm just telling you, if you drop a bomber in that fight on defense, now it's 80, 84-15. So the bomber actually helps our odds by about 10%.
We'll put him there.
Notice how I said our odds, trying to do some team building exercises.
Not necessary. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to do that. I want to do it the other way around. Ugh. Hmm. Do I want to put 4 infantry on Burma? Or sorry, a total of 6 ground units on Burma?
He can take him at profit. Why bother? He's got 2 fighters in range that have literally nothing else to do but sit there and be pretty. So I would
That's not a
say,
profit for him. That's a 50-50.
well, whatever you put in Burma, he's going to take equal number of infantry and shitloads of planes. Because he's going to have the 2 fighters that are easy range plus the bomber that's sitting on UK. Those will make it no problem. So if you have only 6 units, he'd probably take 4 or 5 ground and the fighters and make it a pretty even fight, trade you down, and only lose infantry.
So where do we
So
want these? Do we want these guys in French Indochina then, or French Indo-Thailand?
I think French Indo-Thailand. You want to be able to pick them up with the transports again if it's good.
Dude, there is something seriously wrong with your dog.
Probably true.
No, I'm talking to my dog. My actual dog. I'm surprised I couldn't
Well,
get
I'll just say,
both fighters.
you could drop 6 on Burma if you wanted to also reinforce with your fighters. I don't know what you're gonna plan on doing with them right now. That still puts you in range to land on West Russia if your fighters are on Burma. So you could just drop Burma real heavy right now.
Yeah, see? I mean,
'Cause
6
he's
and
got infantry, but he
7.
didn't buy any artillery, so that puts him at 9 infantry, 2 fighters, 1
I,
bomber.
I think I like that
And he
better.
could take 1 tank, so I'm just running a calc real quick right now, just to see.
I still think the numbers are in our favor.
You could have one,
Make a
one,
decision.
two, three, four twos, and then how many fighters you gonna put there?
2,
3?
3,
Just 2?
3. Hold on, well, hang on. I gotta redo the move now because
Hang on so you can do the calculator.
no, I gotta
Flip,
pick.
baby.
I gotta.
If you drop 3 fighters, he's got 95% chance to clear, even with 5 twos of blocking. So
Really?
um, don't do it. The
Oh,
fact that he's got 9 infantry right there blocking for his tank, his 2 fighters, and his bomber, he's just got so many more hit points.
right. Why? Why are the transports so hard to deal with in this freaking game?
I thought you were good with Japan. I thought you liked
I
it.
am, but I'm. Well, first of all, I'm having a couple of drinks, so that's not helpful. So,
Alcohol affects motor coordination.
okay, I like this better, slightly. We wanted to move this up, right? Yeah, we want to put him there. Okay. Oh man. I'm just not. I just have been playing against the KJF all season long. That it's like muscle memory. I have to get back into what I need to do when I don't have to do that, and it's not coming to me immediately. I'm having to think.
I think it's in your better interest to pick up an extra transport sometime soon. I would have said this turn, but next turn works.
Yeah, once we take care of Kent's little, once he dumps off his fighters, he'll go running away again. That's fine.
So I'm curious where those fighters are bound, and I was thinking that you know, peeling 1 or 2 transports off to just go ahead and grab Australia early might be a good idea.
If it's there, it's going to be there. Definitely, the money's there. Got it all. But I still want to concentrate the massive push west into Russia. You need as much. You're gonna. I mean,
Gabe,
the fact that he didn't build a fleet the first
have
turn,
to
which
make a decision. Please, please make a decision.
oh, I
Because
am.
it's round 2, and it's been a couple hours.
I'm sorry. Why? I'm not taking the longest here, am I? All right, we're good.
I'm not running a chess clock, but
See, I actually shouldn't have built this many units. I should have built more aircraft because now I can't even. If my intended uses comes to fruition, they're not going to have enough transports. There's going to be more guys than transports to deal with this. Should have thought about that. So I guess the plane was instinctually a good buy.
here you go. By the end of round 4, I want you to have 12 planes. Make it happen.
Okay, let's see. Trying to get transports.
I think we got to wake them up. Hey, by the way, it's United States turn now.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's
put
okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry.
everybody asleep there.
Okay, I'm eyeballing this to transport 6 infantry.
Oh.
It's a lot of infantry.
What do you mean you're eyeballing it?
So I got 20% chance to just straight up kill both your things and
Yeah,
not even lose my battleship.
That would be so wonderful.
yeah. All
Your
right.
odds really aren't great here. And I got another
Okay.
20% chance that I kill both your things and I get to keep my transport. Then I got another
I,
10% chance
Oh,
that I
trust me,
lose my
Kent.
battleship.
Kent knows the odds.
He's a man who
uh,
loves to coin flip. The only reason I took 2 infantry to Gibraltar is because if I only took 1 and your defending fighter got a hit, then I wouldn't capture the territory, and then UK could come in and kill the battleship and land on Gibraltar.
Yep.
And they would actually have odds, unlike you. But that's okay. No hard feelings. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I think I will sack a transport to
I
take Norway.
Wait, what are
This is something.
you've got odds on the battleship, the cruiser and the bomber? What are the odds on that? I'm without calculating. I would think,
He's probably got like 60%.
yeah, I'm just gonna say greater than 50%.
It's like 50 to 60%.
Okay.
But I, I don't know how many times you tried a 60% battle and lost, but it
Oh,
should be
plenty.
about 40% of the time, which is it's close enough to half that anecdotal evidence says that's not a good fight to take.
Yeah, you're not picking the girl of your dreams as a wife that on those odds.
Yeah, if I told you you had a 60% chance of dying on your way to work tomorrow, would you still go?
No,
Or just
thought
say, I like those odds, let's try it?
it'd be pretty hard though. I actually work from home, so unless flip the
Falling
Say, for
downstairs.
example, the 60% chance of rain. Would you bring an umbrella?
yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh no.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh God.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Get one.
Oh, phew.
Oh my God.
Yes! Got it!
Putting the dice in progress.
My God.
3 in a row or something?
That was epic.
I missed
Oh yeah.
everything. I couldn't
Actually,
Wow.
even hit the cruiser.
I forgot I'm recording. I forgot I'm recording this on YouTube too, so we actually caught that on YouTube. That's cool.
Alright.
That was a good battle.
That cruiser's gonna.
Well,
The cruiser's
what do you
gonna
mean
take
that's a
out
good
everything.
battle? I
Well,
didn't hit
for
a
him,
single
I mean,
thing.
it was a good battle for him. He's got to be
The
thrilled.
battleship literally never hit anything.
I know. That, like, what are the odds on that? Pretty slim.
Oh, I guess I'm going to work today.
You got some gold at work?
Going to work.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I missed your audio's
We did not die
a
on our
little
mission.
low, Jake.
We survived our.
So that's like a
60%
top
chance of getting to work.
15% result, something along those lines. Because me not hitting anything for one round at least is 1/3, plus him getting both.
No, that was like crazy, like odds, like where you said the battleship after the destroyer in Season 17 for German 1. Like, how often do you lose that battle? Like, that was crazy. The battleship doesn't miss 3 times. That's extremely rare.
But it did.
I know.
We needed it, so it's not like we wanted to take the shit.
I'm glad that you guys feel that you need so many handicaps against me.
Don't worry, I'm coming. That makes this Season 36 move a little bit more important now because we could force some of his air off of the defense of Russia, perhaps.
What I want to see is Russia just stacks Ukraine and leaves all the UK and US fighters alone in West Russia as just a fuck you to the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we can all agree, though, that fighters in France are not really a good idea at this point anymore.
No, they had to land there because they took Gibraltar.
Oh, that's right.
And then the bombers limiting his transport mobility.
I know.
He's got to keep some kind of escort around.
I got it. I love sniping that C-Zone 10 with the bomber move. That's epic. Only because it's happened to me so many goddamn times, it's not even funny.
I'd like to just start building a fighter every turn. That'd be fun. Say this is what you get for not building a single escort ship as US and taking your entire rest of the fleet down to Australia for vacation.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Oh, you sacked the transport, Kent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sacked him. He doesn't want it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, well, okay. We'll take it then.
He says, Norway,
We'll
yeah,
find a
worth
home.
it.
We'll find a home for it.
Taking 2 income away from Germany, that's definitely worth the 7 IPC transport that I'm going to have to.
Actually, there is some tactical logic to it, but it's I don't like the move personally myself, and I know Kent didn't want to do it either. He kind of felt like he had to.
Because he could take it safely next turn, no problem.
Yeah, he wants to
That's
build
what
a,
you
he
do
wants
with
to
that.
build a complex next turn though.
Russia's building a complex? That would be.
No, the U.S. is building a complex.
So you're saying I should just take 7 tanks to Norway?
Yes.
Yeah, do that. I like that move. Don't put any planes though, because it thinks.
Don't forget the airborne divisions.
tanks are definitely adequate for the job.
You know, there was a version of Axis and Allies I remember as a young man where you could put an infantry in a bomb and you could parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using bombers to carry one infantry was an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that's really
That
cool.
was in the
Pretty common house rule.
that was in the special 1942 edition.
It was also you could toggle that in Iron Blitz as well.
Oh, I think it was a tech as well that you could research.
I think every version, even 1942 first edition, had weapons development.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But then people are
The
like,
heavy bombers.
being
Do you
able to
remember
roll
the heavy
3 dice with
research?
bombers
You
is
used to get 3 dice. Yep.
the original game. Bombers get 3 dice. They
It
tried to
was
nerf it because it was
unreal.
so strong, and it's like, okay, now bombers only get 2 dice. It's like, dude, do you buy bombers? Have you played this game? Even 2 dice.
Yeah. Well, the game has gone over so many revisions over the years. They figured out what the weakness is, and that's what's great about this game is it's been so play tested, right? That it's. I mean, for as much as we all want to bitch and complain sometimes when the dice don't go our way, the game is, as war games go, is a fairly balanced war game.
There is one change I would make to the starting setup, and that is the UK 39 fleet that starts. I would move the sub 1 hex over to 40 New Zealand just to stop the C Zone 37s.
Mm, no, the season. I mean, I think one of the
It's a
things that
really
makes
high
this
risk allied
game
starter.
shine is that it's a fit. They present you with options like that. I mean, Ukraine is that's Ukraine is a 50-50. The fact that it goes mostly in the favor of
No, it's
Russia,
not. It's like 80%.
it is.
Ukraine's very Russian favored, yeah.
It's
It's a
80%.
battle that Russia should win, but it's got a high enough risk that it can't rely on winning it.
Right. I honestly, I don't. I mean, although it may be that from math standpoint, from an actual anecdotal point of view, I think that Russia doesn't do well in Ukraine at least 35-40% of the time.
Well, because it's all your precious good units. So you start losing those tanks, and those are the only tanks you have, and it hurts. Bad.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I mean when I say that. I mean, I'm not saying that like in the literal sense, like C-Zone 37. C-Zone 37 is a coin flip. And when I say coin flip into
No, it's not.
Ukraine,
It's 70%. Zone
That,
37
that's
is 70% for UK.
that's 70% to clear and lose everything,
Yeah.
but you got something like 50 to 60% odds to have some surviving ships. So Caesar 37, you got good odds, but 1 out of 5 games you're going to lose that fight, and Japan's still got a battleship.
well, I've been C-Zone 37 4 times this year, and I've come out ahead on all of them. So,
I've done Caesar 37 and not taken a single hit, um, or not inflicted a single hit, and then just got completely stomped as UK.
yeah,
Lost every single piece.
it's so devastating.
It's a fight that I generally prefer not to take just because I don't like throwing away all of the UK units, giving Germany a better position, uh, not even going to contest Africa.
It's so pivotal. It's so volatile for an opening turn. I just think
Yeah,
that part of the UK stuff should be good for it.
Oh, if
it
UK
does
wins
on the
if
first
UK
turn. It's
wins
so much more
C-Zone
significant.
37 convincingly, if they win that convincingly, it's over. I mean, that's a real KJF, right? Because
And that shouldn't be possible in turn, really.
right, it's over for Japan. If Japan loses C-Zone 37 convincingly, it's over for Japan.
I mean, Russia uses Laprane. It sucks, but you can recover.
Yes, agreed.
This is where I'm depressed about the fighter positioning because I can't stack Archangel.
Yeah, I see that. Wait,
Yeah, the J fighter positioning is like one of the key, most crucial parts of Axis openings, in my opinion.
oh, you're talking about me putting the bomber in Karelia?
No, I mean talking about the fighters, they need to be in like Yunnan or Kwantung.
Yeah.
Yunnan or Kwantung. That's pretty critical.
Yeah, the problem is they can't be in both places at once, and the way that we want to approach this is something down south rather than helping out Germany.
Okay.
We're gonna help out Germany in a different way.
Okay.
Are you there?
All right, Dolphin, we need to start prepping my turn now because
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do here.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
Wes Russia situation, I think you can hold it. I honestly think you can hold
Yeah.
it. Definitely.
Right
Did-
now, he definitely
Yeah.
can.
Did he say
After that
did he say the word indefinitely?
Yeah, which it means
No.
definitely means forever until we change our mind. That's what the definitely.
Well, actually, that's true. I mean, there's
Germany
gonna
did lose 3 tanks, so
there's
there is that.
and there's gonna come a point where we're gonna have to abandon Karelia. So, I mean, they've got the boats in the water. They just got to arrange them logistically correctly, and then game on, right? Killing that battleship was a bitch. One more
The
drop.
cruiser's not
We
bad.
just needed one more drop. What
Would
did
have
you
been nice.
see what we bought here? 7
Just stick with that.
I'll be right back, guys. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, Dolphin, I mean, you started the Finland shuck, the northern shuck. I'm not
Yeah.
a huge fan of that. I like to blast France and making trade with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, we can do both. Like, kind of do both, but you don't want to
Little-
trade too
little
inefficiently
hybrid.
with Germany. Yeah, a
Yeah.
little hybrid, but you don't want to trade too inefficiently with Germany. But you do want to trade inefficiently. That's true.
But a little bit we do. A little bit we do
Yeah.
because that buys Russia time.
Yeah, absolutely. Just generally is the Allied units are worth less than German units in a KGF, much less.
So now I have an India decision to make as well. An Egypt decision, I should say.
Okay. Let's see.
I
So I
might-
think
I might just let them take Africa and we just drop them U.S.
no.
transport
I think
later.
I think what you can do is buy a destroyer in India, block it, block the approach to Africa by 1 turn, and
Yeah, I like
that's
that idea.
yeah, that's plenty worth it. Just a destroyer for 1 turn.
Do I stay? I can stay in France. Now I got another critical decision because your fleets are still a little bit spread out, and you still really don't have that many fighters or escort ships, and it looks like you really want to fan out. So I think I do this.
Yeah,
Mhm.
do that. Do that. So my thought is we dump everything. Well, let them hit end turn before I say this.
Yeah, you're going to want to dump everything in France, but that's not. I don't think that's a good
No.
move.
That's not what I was going to say. So
Okay,
thank
good.
you very much. Trying to use my mindset. We're going to dump everything in Sea Zone. Because we got
Okay.
the cruiser that can get there,
Yeah.
battleship, destroyer, and then basically you have a free unlimited pipeline to France and Northwestern, and then the hybrid stuff, we'll have to work that out later.
I don't like the idea. Mhm.
Tell me why. Because I want to buy
Yeah.
transports, and I don't want them sitting at 7,
Mhm.
where they're not doing it.
I mean, transports sitting in 7 are just as good as 8, basically, because even better than 8, because they can even hit season 4.
I just feel like if we lock down 8, we have that forever. And there's nothing that could dislodge us from 8.
That's not really how seasons work, I think,
Why do you say
because no, because seasons are not like some kind of some kind of territory. You just have to move around. Season 8 is like one of the worst positions because you cannot hit season 4. And that inability to hit season 4 and kind of
I would
potential.
never go 4. 4 is
Yeah, you generally don't want to go 4, but at least the potential to go 4 and then
we could set
potentially
that up.
hit.
We could set that up in a special circumstance if we needed to.
Yeah, but
All right, well, tell me what you're thinking. Because
so
I'm going to make a purchase.
yeah, I think you need to you kind of want to take Finland, but you kind of want to take France as well, I guess. I'm not sure.
How about this? How about we just take Sea Zone 8 for a turn? Because your cruiser has nowhere to go anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
on next turn, we can make a decision.
Okay, sure.
6, 10, 2.
I mean, you don't
Would
have
you
to dump your,
suicide? UK's
you
only
don't
got
have
one
to dump your
transport.
Canadian
US
units
is
yet.
2,
If you want
3.
to hold your transports back, you can.
So you lost a transport. So we'll just stick with that then. And keep these here.
So then, India.
Mm-hmm.
How many fighters do I need to put? I don't want to show my
All right. What did we do?
We lost the
So-
game. You're welcome.
Looks okay.
Okay, so get a destroyer, yeah, and then at least two land in India, and you'll want to
transport
get transport, yeah.
and more land units.
Yeah, you can
Destroyer.
maybe you can get another transport because you still have land sitting in UK, right? So you don't really need land units on London yet, so you can get a second transport here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then artillery, yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
And I'd say you put the artillery on India because India is lacking in offensive capability. Yeah.
Now,
Okay, so
the question is Burma again. I mean, it's not going to pay off twice, right? Actually, I have extra points.
yeah, you can have extra points. So
And then Egypt is worth trading, and possibly not sending my tank and blitzing my tank through at non-combat, so that it can reach India next time.
yeah, good idea. You can use the bomber on Egypt.
Yeah.
Do that. That leaves Anglo-Egypt empty.
Just think. You think I should hold on to my artillery and transport them?
Sure. I mean, you probably should take two infantry for that battle. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And is it worth dumping a unit in Northwest? I think yes.
Yeah, sure. If you're going to go to, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Ah, shoot.
Did you take my guys in
I
your
have.
cut?
Yeah, I did.
You fucker.
Unfortunately,
Battle, and amazingly, you didn't hit a single thing on defense.
Oh, no surprise there.
Unfortunately, Shakey. I'm sorry. I put a transport in Season 7, and there's a Japanese bomber in Karelia.
I see it.
Yeah, so you got to stay in Season 7, basically.
I think the U.S. transport can certainly just die. I really don't see why it's critical. Maybe if you hadn't deliberately sacrificed one last turn, this one wouldn't feel so necessary to keep alive.
Yeah.
All right, so let's cancel that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Let's see. Yeah,
What?
we can't beat only too many. But here's a thought. You could potentially take Morocco. Oh no, wait, never mind. The Japanese transport. Yeah.
Should follow in your footsteps, take the lone bomber against the carrier and destroyer, and just clear that whole fleet in Sea Zone 10, and not lose the bomber either. Just take everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll just send a couple fighters to Ukraine so the Russian tank can blitz them.
I wouldn't recommend that.
No.
Are you talking to me, honey? What?
I'm just saying I'm about to talk to me in a minute, so I need
Anything
to
I'm missing?
Okay.
Let me see. Nope, I don't think so.
Come on, baby. Big money, no whammies.
I think you lose a fighter here.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh. Yes! Finally.
That means we can land fighters in Burma, so if you wanted to do an all-in on India, you could.
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, time to decide for the West Russian fighters.
Okay, let's see. He has. I mean, I have quite a few. I have quite a few units in West Russia, so I think you can try to make them more flexible. I think you can bring them down to India and stuff.
No, you don't have that much there.
Yeah, I don't have. Guess we don't have that much, but he hasn't. He hasn't. You know, if you take off the fighters, I have the potential to stack Ukraine or something, which I don't know if I want to do that, but I could.
Unfortunately, you're the one that's going to decide this because you are Russia.
Yeah, so I think you peel off the fighters, peel them off to like the Middle East or wherever you want them. I think you can send one infantry to Transjordan, kind of like a keep it dead zone, nicely,
Sure.
super nice. And yeah, I think send the fighters down to, I don't know, India or Transjordan, somewhere like that.
All right, what can come to India? He's got 2 transports, so 1, 2, 3, 4 units.
Do the British have a bomber?
5, 6, 7, 8 units.
Yeah, the
So
British have a bomber.
Where is it?
it is currently on Egypt, landing in Transjordan.
Ah, the last place I wanted to see it.
Why is that? I mean, you could literally just drop Transjordan and destroy his bomber and everything that's defending it, no problem.
Well, there's that.
I don't even be able to punish you for it.
Mm, I kind of want to stop the pre-talk chatter right now because I've got ideas, and I kind of want to win because
Okay,
I'm just competitive. So you know what? I got. Yeah.
Were you
Shit.
going to say something, Falcon?
No. Oh
uh,
yeah, Kent was
no,
probably.
no, I'm fine. Yeah, that's good.
UK bomber must land on Transjordan.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I think you
What
can
do you think about
wait.
this Persian tank?
Persian tank. Keep it in Persia, I guess. Hold on. I think you could send the fighters potentially to Transjordan. Or maybe India is best because in India you have to reach to like,
Let's just not risk it. And
yeah,
I
you
think,
have to.
I think I might put this tank in here too.
Okay,
Does that bother
sure.
you? Not being
No,
able to get to West Russia if we need it?
no, it's fine.
Okay, I think that's a turn. Oh, the sub.
I don't think UK tanks have any business being in West Russia on UK 3. I gotta kill these subs. They're pissing me off. I don't even like looking at them.
Well, you still have 2 destroyers, so I think you should have an easy time with it.
Yeah, I know, but they're just. I don't like them. And I know Kent. Not sorry, not so much you, Jake, because I haven't played you before. But with Kent, he can be creative with them. Sneak,
especially depending on
sneaky creative.
some of those aircraft carriers.
Exactly.
Okay, let's make a move. Transport City.
How much money do I have to spend?
Unfortunately, we have units.
37. I think we're dropping a complex here. Actually, I think we're dropping a complex. And
I
I
like how he stacked all that stuff on Transjordan, knowing that he was going to destroyer block you with India anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? It's maybe not about him. Maybe it's about Germany.
That's interesting.
Hmm?
Nah.
Japan's turn.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So my suggestion
I already got
is,
I already got the industry, and I think
okay,
I'm gonna build another transport too. I think actually, and then 5 infantry.
transport's good, man. Because if one transport's going to Australia, then having another one's going to help later.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Might as well just risk a sub versus that destroyer. Knock it out.
Well, I already. That's an automatic move.
I was hoping he wouldn't destroyer block and that he'd just stack everything on Transjordan.
Yeah.
Because my hope was you take Anglo-Egypt, I clear out Egypt with fighters and just blitz the tank through in non-combat, and then I get all of Africa despite his best efforts.
Yeah, but unfortunately they saw that. So
Nah, I think he's just destroyer blocking because he doesn't want Japan to take Egypt. I don't think they saw that at all.
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you think so? They didn't see that. I saw that.
I don't think they saw Germany getting the income. I think they were trying to keep Japan from getting the income.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I mean, I guess we will have to just kill the tank with just raw air then.
Yep,
Um,
I'm okay with that.
1, 2.
If you want to take 3 fighters so that they can't defend India while we're in position to drop 10 infantry and 6 fighters on it, okay.
I mean, if you want to take 2 fighters against 2 infantry, go for it. Oh, and a bomber.
Mm-hmm.
2 fighters, a bomber, an infantry, and an artillery. Yeah,
You've got
that's a pretty safe
no.
fight. Thanks. Yeah.
You've got no.
Wait, infantry and artillery? What do you mean?
On Libya, I still got those.
Oh,
They ain't dead yet.
I mean, this turn you gotta kill the Egypt.
He can hit you. I mean, even if I were to hit. Okay, first of all, that's a crazy move. I don't even know why I'm trying to explain why that's not a good move, but um, do I have to? Okay, so let's not. Okay. Anyway,
I think I should probably keep trading Egypt for now, right? Because he's got 2 tanks there, just gonna blitz through.
exactly. So
Yeah,
like what I'm
yeah,
saying,
you have to.
if I were to kill those 2 infantry and you blitz through, you still got 2 tanks and all his air or bombers that can hit you. So that doesn't make any sense.
Oh well.
Unfortunately, Germany is going to be eventually
Poor
gone
and
in
dead.
North Africa. There's nothing we can really do to save that yet. But I am thinking about this. And I am thinking about this for now. Um, this for now. We're gonna take our infantry from Soviet Far East
'Cause
to Buryatia.
because if your fighters were in a different position, you'd be able to just knock out both Russian fighters and blitz your tank through.
Yeah, exactly. But wait, what? Oh,
All of your
yeah,
fighters are in the
yeah.
water for some reason, which puts them out of range of any target that's actually worth hitting.
Right, I could have taken the tank up there and killed. Yeah, exactly. But they needed to be there for the. They had the U.S. fighter threat, suicide threat, so I had to protect them. Not a heck of a lot to be doing. I'm trying to decide if I should mini stack Kazakh. to help alleviate some of the pressure so that you can get some guys forward. And I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. So I think we'll stage in Sinkang and get our
I think
complex.
it's going to be one more turn
Yeah,
before I don't think you're able to move up.
right. So we'll do that. Kill the destroyer. I think we're going to take one transport here with. Oh, let's see. We'll take an artillery with us and an infantry. Attack this. We'll take a destroyer to defend them and a battleship.
You've still got a carrier in range. You can take 2 fighters.
I don't need to take them though. I don't think. I think I'm good because I took an infantry and an artillery, and the battleship hit should be sufficient to take Eastern Australia and still land in New Zealand. Or I could pivot over and grab Madagascar.
I'm just talking about you can suicide 2 or 3 fighters and take your battleship out because you took mine out under similar circumstances.
Wait, what? Where?
On Western Australia, if you're going to be dropping a battleship there.
You think you do
There's
that?
a U.S. carrier in 41 that can move to 39 and be a landing spot.
He's got a 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't see that. Good point. Yeah, gonna need a carrier there too. Thanks for catching that. I didn't see that. So I can still do there. I can go one,
If
two,
you had
three.
just a battleship, then he's got decent odds to clear that out.
Well, I was gonna send a destroyer with it, but yeah.
Battleship and a destroyer versus 2 fighters ain't that bad. I don't think his bomber's in range, but the UK could take a bomber 1, 2, 3, 4, still get there. Bomber plus sub has another run at it.
Right, but the aircraft carrier doesn't. You're right. I mean, it doesn't really have much to be doing at this point anyway. I don't know if I want to put my planes in that.
I think he'd suicide the 2 U.S. fighters just to take the destroyer out, and then follow up with the UK bomber and sub
Right. Yeah.
against
So,
the battleship.
but I do want Western Australia,
That
so
would be annoying.
it's worth the aircraft carrier investment. And the 2 planes. What to do with this transport though? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, let's continue the. I think we should continue the push into China or into Russia. I think that's the right strategy.
Especially since Russia's kind of mounting a counteroffensive right now, I think the
Yeah,
majority of transport should be dumping troops into Buryatia.
yeah, agreed. Agreed.
And
Okay.
then he's going to fall back
So I'm
because
just
he's not
looking.
going to just stay there and die. So you should have another army coming up through Shenkang that you can kill those 3 infantry at profit.
Right. Actually, he's got 4, 5. I can put. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I can put 10 in C zone 35 with a transport and go for the destroyer battleship defense of C zone 38. You think he'd follow up with the bomber? Can he reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You think the 2 planes would take out? He'd get 2 hits. He'd kill 1 destroyer.
Wait, what are you putting where?
If I put the destroyer from C Zone 36 and the battleship from C Zone 36 and C Zone 38 to accompany the transport, you're saying he can hit you with 2 American fighters in C Zone 38. You think those two American fighters will kill a destroyer and a battleship? You're thinking they're going to get at least the destroyer? That's 2 hits.
I think it's highly unlikely, but I think you're playing against someone who loves rolling those odds. I think a battleship and a destroyer, honestly, is good enough.
Okay, so I agree. So then
I
I
would
think we should
prefer
put everything else in
keeping
C Zone 35. And then this way we can threaten North Africa and give you at least a chance at getting something in there.
I don't
'Cause-
think I'm going to be
Because
in
if,
Africa incoming.
but if he wants to send, he can send 4. Well, actually, he could send his American planes too, or at least the bomber and the fighters. Hit what he could now, then follow up with the British later. So that's probably not a good move either. Yeah. Okay, we'll stick to the original plan. Sorry for taking so long. All right.
It's okay.
Burden of Japan. It's a
Yeah.
complicated system.
Let's win this. Looks like we did.
For kill.
Kept our sub. Just in case. We'll send it down here. Let's grab.
Here, I thought you were taking a battleship down.
Oh, yeah. And a destroyer.
Take the whole fleet then. I guess that is the whole fleet, actually.
No, it's just the Southern Fleet. These guys are already on the ground, so we're going to put these guys here.
Dropping a tank there also is going to encourage him not to leave that unoccupied because you'll be able to just blitz.
Actually, I'm thinking about leaving the. Oh, he's got the 2 planes, so I have to. Yeah, plus I have to bring more.
He does have 2 planes, so you should have more there, or he's just going to kill you again.
Oh.
As hilarious as that is, not an ideal situation. So we're in a place where West Russia has no air support anymore.
Hold on a second. What just happened there? Jesus. That's from here. Actually, I could have taken this. Well, no, not really. Yeah, Russia will eat. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I should have checked to see if I could kill anything with this. Cannot. These guys. Why are these guys standing there like this? I don't understand. From C Zone 61. Boom. Boom. There. Now, his bomber's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cannot reach.
Are the Allied players just ticking like hundreds of map notes to each other?
Or, I don't know. Pretty quiet, though.
I think we're just more courteous, and when it's your turn, we just
Oh, I see.
when we're
I'm sorry. I'm
Need
just.
something to distract me.
I think it might be time to. I think it looks about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Do we want this Japanese bomber? Do you want it anywhere in particular? Would you like it in Europe still? I think so, maybe. C-zone or sorry, France, perhaps?
France is okay. I
All right.
think France would be interesting.
Okay. Okay. I
Or
think.
actually,
Oh,
you might be better off putting that in Germany. Because if he does just dump a bunch of stuff
yeah.
onto Northwest Europe, I want to be able to do a stack pivot without
Yeah.
sacrificing your
Good
bomber.
point. And he's still effective in Europe, or sorry, in Germany, just as he is in France. So yeah. Well, chances of them. I mean, they already know of the threat. The chances of them leaving C-zone 10 empty is slim to actually zero.
He might also just dump all his U.S. boys into Finland and say, "Come at me."
Okay. I think we're good here. Take that.
No, he can't do that.
We'll call that a turn. I believe my transports are safe here. He has no roving rogue bombers anywhere.
He's got the one in Caucasus, but other than that,
I can't hit. Okay. All right. Japan is becoming a monster, ladies and gentlemen.
it is now the United States' turn.
You're gonna have to deal with that, Kent.
Thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder.
I'll be right back. It's gonna smoke that nasty habit again. Right back.
Okay, so now that India is safe, you can send your American fighters back to West Russia if you desire.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want to do some crazy gambit on C Zone 38, there is a follow-up UK set. So, like, say for example, you get it down to just a carrier, there is a good possibility that
No, no, I don't think so. I think I want the carrier back in Morocco.
okay, then you should send your American fighters to help
Yeah,
the Russian.
yeah, I think I may just, yeah, you're right. I think I will send it to West Russia. So now I'm wondering if I should stack, because
You can
Kazakh,
hold West Russia. Oh, Kazakh?
yeah, I cannot. I don't think I can. No, I cannot. But it's starting to get pressure. It's starting to get some pressure there. Um,
This is
okay.
this is when you want those air against infantry conversations, right?
Okay, let's see. So pretty simple turn, but okay. How about Ukraine? Let's see. We have 6 guys in Poland. If I make sure I take Belarusia
Yep.
and
Yep. Then
make
they
sure I
would
take
have to defend 8, 15, 16,
I,
17 from Karelia, which you can do
yeah,
with the Moscow reinforcements and the American fighters.
yeah. He has like a 7 planes and 6 guys. So that's 13 total.
Be a good time to have an AA.
13.
What a shame.
It's one of those
13.
things. A cumulative effect over time.
I
It's just an AA gun.
kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on West Russia. 4 plus 17 is 21. So 21 on West Russia. So if you have 6 planes there, then you have 6 planes. Planes. Yeah, I probably won't stack West Russia actually because
Really?
stack. I won't stack Ukraine. Sorry, that's what I meant
Right.
to say.
Right.
I won't stack Ukraine because yeah, it's just 18 guys.
Thing is,
Yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have enough to. I don't have enough to split.
the units that take Ukraine in the counterattack will then be threatening That's probably
Yeah.
with some tank non-combat movement.
Okay. So I feel like I'm buying so much infantry. 3 transports, 3 infantry. But yeah, I guess it makes sense because it's like something of a Mediterranean shut going here, and I still have leftovers.
Yeah, just be careful. There is a extra plane in Libya and in
Yeah, I
Southern
know,
Europe.
I know. So I'm going to defend that pretty well.
2, 3, 4, 5. You need
Mhm.
5 planes.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm wondering if I should actually do that sort of you know, planes on Kazakh thing. Hmm.
I mean, if you're gonna do
I
it,
mean,
go overkill. Send as many as you can.
yeah, I think I don't actually.
I mean, if you're not taking, if you're not staying
Nah,
in Ukraine,
actually not.
maybe the Russians
Actually not.
can. Maybe the
Because
Russians can.
I still have a fighter I can use. Yeah, I don't really need to do that.
Well, the fighter can't hit Kazakh and land in West Russia. The Russian fighter cannot hit Kazakh and land in West Russia.
Can it? It can. They're in eventually.
No, it can. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
Okay. What I miss?
Okay, nothing so
Everything.
far.
Okay,
You
four,
Okay.
purchase.
2, 3.
Another
So
40 minutes of deliberation.
the shuck is real, folks.
He's going to try and take Gibraltar now. He's going to say, ha, I made you drop those 2 infantry there and they're completely useless. Until now, when he wants them on defense.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, I don't see that in his future either. He's just gonna leave him there to eat
Bombardments.
eat
I
out
Bombardments
of
I
is a joke.
eat out of cans
I,
until
I,
there's no more cans left.
I didn't really need to do the bombardment there. I don't know why I did that.
Because it's
Uh, yeah.
there's a
Is this
system.
the
I think
only use
I
you're ever
will.
going to get out of that cruiser this game?
Oh, really? Well, if you're gonna do the strategic bomb, you might as well just do the Kazakh guy.
You think so?
I mean, you get
I
about
mean,
the same
it's an
value
extra,
out of
it's
it,
an extra
except in
17%.
strategic bombing, I just shoot you down on the first roll.
It's an extra 17%. So it's a 30% instead of a 33% instead of a 17%.
Uh, no, I like those fighters. Those fighters are useful. The bomber is.
Strategic bombs are so risky.
I hate strategic bombing. Everybody knows who's ever paid attention to anything I've ever said about the subject knows I fucking hate
You're
it.
playing against the luck man. It's
Yeah.
going to get a 6. I'm going to get a 6. And, you know, he's going to
And
be the
the thing is,
one who benefits from that exchange.
even if you get a 6, he still has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slots.
Right.
Okay, so I'm wondering if I should save some transports.
I think you should
Probably
sack all
should.
of them.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you do take Gibraltar. That takes 2 planes out of the counterattack equation.
Uh,
With the
that's an interesting
bombardments,
thought.
with bombardments.
Um,
You know you
that's an
want to.
I
that's an
know, of course.
interesting thought, but
You're committed to this idea of making those infantry useless for the rest of the game, and just letting me have Gibraltar is integral to that plan.
that's true.
What
you
if
know,
I got 2 hits? Wouldn't that be really awkward?
you
The
know.
thing is,
So
you'd have to pull a second transport and use Canadian soldiers to do it because you still got to take Morocco.
go Canada.
He's got 3 transports in range.
You know where I'm from in Canada, we would actually call that integral. You
You
said
put them in
Nah, it's
faster
fine.
than the other level?
Because I
I
assume
don't
you
I
would.
don't I don't really need the guys currently in.
What do you call the kind of calculus that you do after differential calculus?
Integral to calculus?
Integral calculus?
I don't know. Oh, phew. Yes, 5.
I was expecting you to get a 6. What happened?
Wow, close enough. Close enough.
Okay. Gonna keep a destroyer on there.
Look, he gets to sit right next to me in Berlin like we're buddies. I don't like that.
Do not forget your season 7 transport.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just taking the London guys to take your point.
Okay. Let's see, 6 guys there.
It's interesting you're taking a southerly Mediterranean approach here. I'm curious
You
about
just
that.
want to push
Yeah.
it off France.
Have you seen how many units are in France?
Because
Hmm.
going to Morocco is a good way to clear France.
Mhm. I'm wondering if I should send all these guys to Africa,
I don't
or
see
just
why not, because you could repivot afterwards. I mean, yes, it denies you Finland, but we can't really go over Finland anyway, which is transports because of that Japanese.
It also costs you a logistic spot too.
But
I mean,
from 13, we could go to say 6. Next turn, if we want to decide, we could dump everything in Norway, or it gives us open, northwest. If you pull out of France, it gives us France.
He doesn't want to go to 6.
Finland.
You don't want to go from 13 to 6.
Well, not this turn, but maybe in the future we might. It gives us options.
Yeah.
I'll take 8 guys to Morocco. Yeah. And
Just march them north, and in 9 turns they'll be in Moscow.
okay. Yeah, that's another option. Anyway, yeah, here we go.
Don't
Don't
forget
forget
fighters.
Yeah, fighters.
Indian fighters, and your 44 sub, which you probably want to protect
Yeah.
last.
Uh,
Careful with
Mhm.
that. There is a German bomber.
Yeah, I know. So I'm leaving the destroyer there.
One destroyer for all the transport.
You
This
have
is
a
where
cruiser
that
there.
one cruiser surviving
I
from
wanna
earlier
take-
means
I wanna take
you
that
actually
cruiser.
have an advantage in the naval
I would
battle.
like-
Otherwise, I'd clear that fleet away and kill all your transports in just as
I
big
Yeah.
wanted
epic.
the
But
option of moving my transport, of moving my cruiser.
Yeah, but they don't have a Japanese bomber in France, so it's safe. If they had a Japanese bomber in France, I would have to be more careful. But right now, the German bomber can't hit, and then you can move the cruiser, and they don't have a Japanese bomber to follow up.
Right. Turn order. I got confused.
Yeah, no worries.
That Japanese bomber is so frustrating.
Yeah, that's true. In our tourney game, me and Roche Warrior against Mats and Julius, I think they had 2 Japanese bombers in Berlin.
They
It was
did.
such a pain. It was such a pain in the ass.
That game was so it's so pissy still in my mind because of the amount of strategic bombing, insane luck they got. I mean,
Yeah.
it really turned the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was actually unpleasant to play it after a point because they just were not getting shot down and they were just crushing us with strategic
Were
bombers.
you successful? Did you win?
No, we lost.
No, we lost. Well, we had a really bad first turn, so I
Yeah.
don't blame ourselves.
No, if I'm not mistaken, in that game we did take our USA fighter and 2 infantry to try to attack. Um,
Yeah, that's what I did, and that was a big mistake.
yeah, but I was
And
with you
Hong
on it.
Kong.
It's not yours alone. I was with you on it. So
I mean,
It was
for
four
chance
four
to
fighters.
get 5 transports is still pretty tempting, don't you know?
what's
I
that?
could just take the U.S. Like if even if I lost all my planes, if I tack those transports and get them,
C zone 7.
U.S.
Mm-hmm.
game for 3 turns in season 13.
Mm, that's a fair point. Maybe I should have spread them out a little more.
Could have took Gibraltar.
I mean, just normally it's
Maybe
like
I
risk
should.
versus reward, and it's high risk at this point because the cruiser survived a couple turns ago. If he didn't, then that's like a shoe-in win for me. But because
Yeah.
the cruiser survived, now it's high risk. But if I that's super high reward. 5 transports, man.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but you got to get through
Okay.
6 units though first. I mean, what you don't hit. Hmm,
Because I can bring 5, and I don't know what his defense profile looks like. Think he's pulling off carrier before fighter?
probably I would.
Cruiser before carrier?
No.
I'll leave it a mystery.
Because naval battles are where defense profiles matter the most.
Oh, absolutely. I am a recent victim of that. Um, did you get my correspondence?
He's just playing so loose with his fighters. I want to see where Russia ends their move.
Okay, but you got it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
So he's stacking Ukraine
no, I'm just trading heavy.
then. Pretty heavy.
That's pretty heavy.
It's pretty heavy, not that heavy.
He's not heavy. He's my brother.
What do you think about Kazakh just sending the one guy in the one plane? Because you don't necessarily need the territory. It's just about killing the unit, right?
It's also about the 2 income.
If he doesn't get it,
Yeah.
If he doesn't get it, I'm building a complex there.
Well, the 2 income
Hmm.
is going to be -1 income because both of those units are going to die. The next Japanese one. So
I like to take
it's just
territories.
you actually
I
save.
yeah, I like to take territories. I know it's a little bit less efficient in terms of IPC, but I prefer
mean,
to actually.
if you get a hit on defense, it's all worth it. If you don't, it's not worth it.
Yeah, but I feel like defense psychologically defense hits a lot, and it's like no, because if I take the territory, then I can have and the important thing is that I make sure he doesn't have the chance to stack. If he can stack,
Yeah.
then maybe I would consider it. But
The good
if
reason to take the territory is you can't land fighters there because
yeah,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ground units doesn't sound like much, but then you put 6 Japanese planes there, or
yeah,
Yeah, but there's
if
nothing
it's
for the
not
Japan.
hostile, and you put
There's
another
nothing
6
for those
German
planes
planes
to
there.
attack.
Say one more time.
There's nothing for those Japanese planes to attack that they would want to
Well,
land.
they just be on defense. If they don't have a good target, if he gets a good Cossack stack with 12 defending fighters, take all the German planes, take all the Japanese planes because he didn't capture the territory, then you can't stay on West Russia anymore. You'd have to pull back because you'll lose your capital.
He's gonna have to pull back anyway. I think he knows it. Nice. Ugh. Uh-oh. You guys getting a reload?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm getting a reload.
I have that problem when I'm trying to follow people and they have different dice speed than me.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what?
zoom in for-
I was on follow
do
too.
not, do not zoom in for the dice rolls. You sort of watch from above 10,000 feet bird's eye view as the number just ticks down.
Got it.
Okay, let's see. 6 fighters.
So hold on.
And,
So what he wants to do is he wants the can opener, Archangel, so that all those tanks can get into Moscow. You see that?
What do you mean? There is no can opener here.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Remember.
No
Remember.
problem. Okay.
Hold on,
let's
guys.
see.
I gotta go
It's a
back.
fun idea,
I gotta
but
go
it
back
doesn't
to.
work that way.
I gotta go back to the main menu and come back in because when I joined after the reload, it's giving me a black screen.
Okay.
Well, if you quit, you're not gonna be able to.
No, I'm not gonna quit. Oh shoot! It still got me a black screen. I got all the UI. Huh? I've got all the UI showing, but the screen itself is black.
I think you can just close and reopen the program, and it should work like fun, just normal.
Yeah, let me try that. There you go. Let me pause the video because that's gonna look stupid.